we have had a lot of questions, and actually I heard it yesterday during the introduction of the bill to repeal the Wyoming Business Council, is that we've spent $1 billion yet nothing has happened, or Wyoming's GDP is stagnant or declining. Heck, I've even said that because that is not necessarily untrue. It's just, again, conflating two things. What we need to realize is that our GDP is so heavily weighted in minerals and energy that it would require an awful lot for us to turn that entire GDP around. We just don't control the levers for energy and minerals. Those are controlled by the outside world. Those are controlled much more at the federal level or even the global level, that we can't control those. So we are at the whim of outside forces. Now, having said all of that, it's important to note that here's a look at our non-minerals GDP, which is in orange, versus our mineral GDP, which is in green. And you can see that relative to 2008, we've actually grown a lot. And if you look at 2020, the slope of that line is doing pretty darn well. That's from the work that has been going on from the Business Council in the last 28 years. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't magically occur that economic development happens. It happens over time. And what I think you're seeing is you're seeing the effects of a long-term investment in economic development. And again, we can look at the slope of the line since 2020 and say, hey, we've maybe made some better investments. We've utilized some programs differently. That's a good thing. But I think what everyone needs to remember is that when we are investing in our communities, we are investing in that long-term growth and the opportunity for growth that you're not going to see otherwise. I don't have this in this particular slideshow, but I want to talk about it a little bit, and that is the manufacturing employment in two different counties. In one, we have made significant investments, and the community has invested in themselves, and they have focused on developing a manufacturing cluster. Their particular community has increased the number of jobs by hundreds in the manufacturing sector. It's actually overcome the deficits that a number of coal mine challenges have brought upon that particular community. And so by investing in themselves and utilizing state resources to invest, they've built a thriving manufacturing cluster with hundreds of jobs in the manufacturing sector. Contrast that with another county that has not invested in itself and has not utilized the leveraged state programs to do it. And theirs has actually dropped from 100 people in the manufacturing sector to just under or to right around 50. Now, the challenge there is that it's hard to reverse once you start to slip down that slope. And so it's really important that people take a long-term view of investing in themselves, investing in their communities, focusing on what they can do to improve their situation, and utilizing state programs to do that. We see it, and we have the data that shows it's really important for communities to do. And so I think if you think about investing in yourselves, and then you'll see down at the bottom of this slide, you will see that just from 2021 to 2025, we invested about $66 million in community infrastructure. Those investments, plus the investments that we made in companies through our venture capital fund, which utilizes federal dollars, created an estimated $2 billion in economic impact and generated $53 million in tax revenue. So if I'm thinking about this, what that roughly equates to is that a dollar invested in BRC and our venture capital fund will bring back $25 in economic impact. That's dollars in your citizens' pockets. And it brings back 35 cents back to, 65 cents back to the state in revenue. And to me, I'm like thinking to myself, heck, I'd take that investment all day long. And so I think we need to remember that we're playing the investment game. We require people to invest in themselves. We require that communities focus and understand what's stopping their growth. And we want to partner in order to do that. It's not a flash in the pan. I wish it happened overnight, but these things take time, they take focus, and they take the resources that together the state and the community can bring to the table. Now, doing that can have a positive impact on our overall GDP. And again, our goal is to make it so that we can smooth out some of those booms and busts that we feel as people who, frankly, are beat around by the commodity prices in the world.